Hey guys, welcome into Edie's Attic. My name is Jenny, and I'm here with your energy read for the weekend ahead. Today is Friday, May 16th, 2025. This morning, I opened up and allowed myself to channel the energy of this collective, and I felt so much emotion. I don't even want to, I don't want to cry right now. I cried good this morning. There's so much to unpack, and I'm going to try my best not to take forever getting these messages out. Before I get into the deep stuff, I did get a few audible channeled messages that I'm going to just put out there. I have a vision actually of someone, a female that was in workout attire, yoga attire, like if they're going to the gym, the yoga studio, Pilates, something of that nature. And it looked like they were down on one knee and they're holding their leg. So I'm getting like someone might be coming into an injury, something to just watch out for if you are heavy into the athletics or working out. I see someone being injured on their ankle or their left shin or possibly knee, but it's the lower part of the leg. I got the years 2012 and 2013. I got the phrase, you know exactly where to put it. And then I got the word photographer. So that's one separate message. I also got for this collective that you had put some ideas or hobbies, things that you were really invested in a couple years back, kind of like put that off, or you decided not to entertain certain things anymore, certain activities, hobbies, interests, that for some reason recently you are finding yourself being drawn back to those hobbies and interests or places and people again. But I'm seeing this intenseness now, like something that you had put off and put aside that you weren't interested in anymore, but you're like feeling this call to starting it all over again. But this time around, it feels like you're stepping back into it with more heart, like more passion, more tenacity I'm getting. Um, so you're going to be taking on this old but new hobby or idea, and you're going to be merging it with what you left it for. So, for example, say you were into horseback riding and you did it your whole life and you started just fizzling out and losing interest and you put it on the back burner, like, I'm done with that chapter of my life, and you decided to go out and become like a business owner, and maybe you create clothing and you put so much time and effort into like a clothing line, but recently you decided, I really miss horseback riding, I want to incorporate that back into my life. Now that I've got the handle on my business and I can operate my business and I know how to do everything and I'm able to walk through the steps every single day without any issues, I can bring this other interest of mine back into my lifestyle and be able to do both. So maybe there was something that you were interested in and you were doing, but you had another idea at the time that you just knew that the first idea took up so much of your time that you didn't know how to get the ball rolling with the other one. So you needed to drop one thing to start another. But now that you have a good handle on whatever it is that you're doing right now, you're looking to bring back this other thing into your life. And I'm being told it's going to be successful. It's just going to take time on your part to balance everything. There will be a need for like scheduling and balancing, and your body's going to feel the shift as well. You're going to have to give it like time to let your body readjust to the additional things on your schedule, but it's going to be successful to merge this back into your life at this point. This is a good time for you, I'm getting. So now the next message I have, which is a little bit deeper, I keep hearing that song, The Night We Met, and I've been hearing it for days actually. Like it feels like every time I'm around people or talking to someone, or I have like a flashback of a memory of something that had happened in my life in the past, that song starts playing in the back of my head. But I didn't know what that song was called, so I searched it up this morning and found it, and it's called The Night We Met, and I played it. And I played it several times, and I'm telling you, that song just brought out so much emotion in me. I started like crying, and I couldn't understand like what is it about this song. So I looked at the lyrics to see exactly what the lyrics said. The melody itself just brought out emotion. So with the lyrics, let's start there. It says, "I'm not the only traveler who has not repaid his debt, searching for a trail to follow, wanting," it's this coming to realization in this collective that we are all here on our own journeys. It's a trip. We made a trip to the school of Earth, and we're not the only traveler. And it's like reflecting back on interactions, choices, things that we have done or said to other people, and how maybe we have played a part as karma or being a karmic in someone else's life for their growth and for their journey. And also looking back at how other people have come into our life in a very karmic way, or how they brought us pain and we had to be broken down to build back up again, and kind of like reflecting back on those memories of situations that have played out, but from a new perspective. And I'm feeling like this energy of hurt and pain, and feeling like you felt that you already had these memories or these core events in your life healed, because you've come so far and you've healed so much, and you've been okay. You've been feeling so much better. But recently, I'm getting that you've been thinking about certain things and having a lot of nostalgia, and you've been reflecting on not only what people have done to you that have broken you to a point to where you had no other choice but to grow and heal, but how you may have hurt and broken other people. And these are like parts of yourself that maybe you didn't want to face. You knew that they were there, and you told yourself that you healed from these events or situations. But for some reason, things have been popping back up into your life, whether it be a person from your past, maybe not that you had the situation with, but that are in relation to a person, or like stir up a memory of a certain person, or something will have happened recently to you that reminded you of an event that happened years back that you have tucked away and you hidden. And it's like this breakdown point for you. I'm feeling like a lot of people in this collective have had like a breakdown recently where they have just busted out in tears because of feeling either regret of their own action, or like a pain that you have because you want to know why. Why did this happen? Years later, you're still questioning, why did this happen to me? What did I do to deserve that? And it's you wanting to go back, like wanting to go back to give yourself advice. Be there, like someone whispering in your ear. If I could only go back in time and tell myself, don't choose this path, or stay away from that person, or don't say this, say this instead. And then we get the lyrics, I had all and then most of you, some and now none of you. So there's like this separation that occurred. I'm feeling heavy in the friendship area, like an altercation or situation that played out where you severed ties with a friend, or even a relationship, It's this need of wanting all of you. Like they had a part of you, or you had a part of them at one point, and then things happened, and now they have none of you, or you have none of them. And I'm also getting even with people that have passed on, that have left. This regret, this remorse, this need for closure. Take me back to the night we met. The things that we would do differently if we could have another chance, have another go around. I'm feeling so much heavy-heartedness and so much remorse. And then I got forgiveness can heal that energy entanglement that allows all energies to be free. So you may have severed ties, you may have walked away, you may have cut people out of your life because of something that they did to you. Or maybe someone cut you out of their life because of the way that you treated them. But yet you have this lingering thought of people or places or groups or an individual. You have these lingering energies that resurface from time to time, and they bring out all these emotions in you, even though you thought that you healed from it. I'm getting it could either be that because you're still not healed and you still have not forgiven yourself for your own transgressions, that this person is still feeling your energy and you're still entangled, and vice versa. People that have done you wrong, that have done you wrong and caused you pain in your life have moved on and still feel that regret and that remorse and have not forgiven themselves. And in return, you're still feeling connected to them. You're still feeling entangled into their energy because they haven't forgiven themselves. It's all about forgiveness. The first step is, if you're listening to this, it's facing this head on, dealing with it. I've found myself in the last week having several past memories purposely, by divine intervention, being brought back up in my life where I didn't want to deal with it. Initially, I felt, nope, I want to tuck that back in. It feels not good. I don't want to deal with this. I'm feeling low vibe. I'm feeling shame. I'm feeling guilt. But then that's when I realized I have to deal with this. I have to face this memory and understand why I did what I did, or why they did what they did, so I can finally be done with this and move on with my life. I don't need these memories resurfacing again 5 years from now, where I feel remorse and feel shame or guilt or sadness. Can you see these souls as a learning energy? Can you see now, with all that you've done and all that you've healed and how much you've grown spiritually, when you look at the individuals that you had situations with that still cause you pain and reflect back on those memories, can you see how this person is just a soul on their own journey? They're a traveler that was here to learn lessons just like you. Can you understand now that their soul was broken and needed its own healing? These lessons were designs to break us down and build us up. Everyone's journey is different, and everyone's what they need to learn in this lifetime is not going to be the same. But not one person's journey is more important than the others, and one person's hardships and defeats not more intense than the others, because every single one of us feels these emotions. It could be anything. And it's a call to have grace and understanding, and to viewing people not not just as humans, but as souls, energy. Looking at them from a place of innocence. And it's hard as hell. I had someone years ago break me down. Years ago. I'm talking like 25 years ago. Break me down, and by the grace of God, I had courage to separate myself and walk away. And to this day, to this past week, if the thought of this person would cross my mind, I'd see red. And that's not who I want to be. That's not how I want to feel. But then I thought about it, and I reflected, and I faced this memory of this horrible time. And I realized that they were only human. And their soul needed healing, and it was extremely broken. And this situation caused me a lot of PTSD and a lot of trauma and a lot of heartbreak and a lot of paranoia and insecurities, and put a lot of blocks on me in my life throughout the last 25 years. But then I forgave them outwardly to the universe because I got it. It just clicked. I don't want to hold on to this anymore. I don't want to have anger for this person anymore. I don't want to be attached to this energy at all anymore. It's time to forgive and let go. And I forgave them. They don't know I forgave them. But I'm certain that they're going to feel it, because once I forgave them, I felt like all this weight. It still hurts, but I see them differently now. I don't see them from the lens of anger and animosity. I see them as just, we stumbled into each other's lives at very broken points, and the interaction was extremely toxic and karmic, and I had the strength to pull away and to move on with my life. And I've spent the last 25 years healing that wound. And it was like a lot of lessons have been learned just from that one time in my life. So this is like a call for you to face your inner shadows and demons and memories that haunt you, and seeing it from a new lens, to allow yourself to forgive and let go. Because it's a liberating feeling to practice forgiveness, but on an energy level, it's, in my opinion, the equivalent to cord cutting. Just finally dissolving that bond, if that is not what you want in your life anymore, that energy attachment. I am not one that does cord cuttings. I have done them for myself through prayer and speaking to God and the universe. But so I'm not like a professional cord cutter or nothing. I don't have like the knowledge about it. But in my opinion, forgiveness is like the ultimate cord cutting. You give yourself so much when you forgive someone else and give someone else the grace. When you look at someone, say for just a minute, You put yourself in God's shoes. And to you, everyone is loved and everyone is equal. But you allow them, like children, you make your own choices. I still love you, even if you make a mistake, but this is your mistake to have to kind of fix and repair and to learn from. That's how we need to start viewing people that we have considered our adversaries or our karmics from a place of love and understanding. We don't have to ever let them back in our lives and ever have to deal with them again, but to allow them the grace that, yes, you made a mistake. You did affect me, but I do forgive you because I see you as God sees you. I know it's asking a lot. I'm telling you, once you get to that point with an individual where you can forgive them, the release, the let go is amazing and it is liberating. It's this solid, assured, now I can finally close the door to this part of my life. I'm going to leave it here for this channeled message because I'm starting not to feel very good. I'm feeling shaky and very riled and emotional for some reason. I'm going to cleanse my energy and I'm going to come back with one more reading that is just pulling cards. But I really hope this hit the right people. And I really hope that it's not taken the wrong way. I know some of us have faced some horrible events in our life. And I don't put out personal information too much, but I can say that what I went through years back was pretty horrible. And I'm telling you, from my experience, forgiveness is key to finally moving on and allowing your soul to heal the way it should, because you're really attached right now to some past memories. And you're feeling a lot of nostalgia, but also sadness because of them. And the goal here is to get ourselves to a place of enlightenment and higher frequencies. And we have to shed those old energies in order to level up. So this is a part of our journey. This is a part of our path that we have to face whether we want to or not. So that is your channel message. I really hope it helped. Have a good day, guys. Bye.